And we want to talk about Esther's affirmation, prayer, patience, and perseverance. As we are in verse 3, then the king asked her once she has stepped up, "What do you want, Queen Esther? What is your request? I will give it to you, even if it is half the kingdom." And Esther replies, "If it please the king, let the king and Haman come today to a banquet I have prepared for the king." The king turned to his attendants and said, "Tell Haman to come quickly to a banquet as Esther has requested." So the king and Haman went to Esther's banquet. And while they were drinking wine, the king said to Esther, "Now tell me what you really want. What is your request? I'll give it to you, even if it is half the kingdom." Esther replied, "This is my request and deepest wish. If I have found favor with the king, and it pleases the king to grant my request and do what I ask, please come with Haman tomorrow to the banquet I will prepare for you. Then I will explain what this is all about." Esther's affirmation, prayer, perseverance, patience. Man, what we learn here. She could have just jumped in when the king said, "Okay, what is it that you desire?" She could have just said it right there. But what is so marvelous about this, she never takes the authority. See, the problem with Vashti, now we get to juxtapose Vashti to Esther. Because the issue with, remember I said that with Vashti, was that you may be everything, humiliated. It was degrading what was asked of her and everything. But you can't just rebel. You can't go usurp your authority over your covering and the leader. You have to, in special ways, address that circumstance. And here we can juxtapose, we can compare and see Esther. Esther could just jump in and say, "Take that man's life," but she doesn't do it that way. She knows people are praying. She has stepped up. This is something to step through. Make sure that you're doing it the right way. And we see that in Esther. She's already said, "I want you to have you and Haman come to the banquet." Well, they did come. The king gets there. Says, "What do you want?" "Okay, tomorrow I want you to do the same thing." The king has to do that because he's opened up himself completely, saying, "Hey, I'll give you half the kingdom." That's the kind of favor that God gives us, where folks who don't even know him will say, "I'll give you half the kingdom. I'm so in love with the work that you do, that the service that you do, or that the person that you are." They don't know it's in the whole working of God, but they do it. It's in the working of God that they show favor. You just have to remember, I have to remember, it is God's hand upon that person. I could say it's God's hand upon that man. God bless you. God bless you.